What I'm about to discuss in the next few minutes is going to be incredibly harsh and it will offend you. I give you my word. But as a man, you need to hear it. But before I do, I need you to first realize that the world is against you, and it's against me. It's against any man who desires to embrace his masculine role. Listen, my brother, the real pandemic was never a virus. It was the war on masculine men. And the primary goal has been to sever our manhood from right between our legs. Modern culture, media, the news, blue-haired feminists, wokeism. For the last handful of years, the entire agenda has been about raising women to be dominant and men to stand down. They've been telling women to embrace your inner bad biatch, raise hell, and show your man who's boss. And then they've been telling men to shut up and take a back seat. And as a result, men are struggling and don't know how to react. And subsequently, it's become an ongoing trend for men to post videos saying, "I've got no friends, I'm depressed, I'm lonely, and I've got nobody." And people are commenting, "Oh, you are so brave. You are amazing, King. You are so strong for uploading this." And don't get me wrong, this is very sad and devastating to see. I used to be in this same exact position when I was a young man. For years, I was alone, addicted, and frustrated. And the sad reality is most men feel this way too. They've got no brotherhood to lean on, no father figure to pave the way, and no role models to follow and model themselves after. Cause every successful man they see on the internet is 6'2" and above, ridiculously handsome, jacked. They've got a jawline that could cut glass, enough money to retire 20 times over, and every woman is on her knees, drooling over them. And then we compare ourselves to these men. We look at them and then back at the man in the mirror, thinking to ourselves, what a disgusting rat I am, making our situation even that much more dreadful and unfulfilling. But listen, brother, the very worst thing you can do as a man is lie down and succumb to your environment. You have to push back. If you think about it, there's no other option. Remember, it's okay to feel these things. It's okay to acknowledge your pain. But then you've got to resist. This is the masculine way. Now today I will be discussing 4 habits that you can do right now to break free of this mental prison. And these are habits that I practice every single day without fail. Again, what I am about to discuss will be incredibly harsh and it will offend you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Number 1. Realize your pain is not exclusive to you. One thing all weak men have in common is they think that nobody knows what they are going through. My brother, listen to me. I'm not discarding your pain, but you are not alone. The pain you are going through isn't abnormal. You aren't one in a million. You aren't that one unlucky bastard. You could throw a rock and somebody will understand you. 2. Subscribe to the idea that nobody understands you. This is narcissism at its finest. Listen, narcissism isn't just self-admiration. It also packages itself in self-pity. And what most people fail to realize is, narcissism has 2 faces.
On one side, a narcissist screams, "I am so amazing. My life is so amazing. Look at everything I have. Look at my life. Look at me. Everyone loves me."
As you can see, a narcissist is solely focused on himself. On the other side, a narcissist will also cry, "I'm so sad. My life sucks. Look at everything I'm going through. Look at my pain. Look at me. Everything is against me." Again, focused entirely on their self. So many men think that nobody understands the pain they're going through. But newsflash, yes, they do. Your pain isn't exclusive to you. And guess what? Nobody's willing to tell you that. Because culture has taught us to not offend anyone. And now as a society we've become so afraid of hurting people's feelings. So we'd rather lie to each other's faces than tell them the cold hard truth. Listen to my words, brother. The times in my life when I was most offended were the same times I also received the most growth. In other words, it's good to be offended sometimes. And I love you so much that I'm willing to put my neck on the chopping block and risk myself getting cancelled, just to tell you the cold hard truth. The sad reality is the world wants me to scratch your ears and tell you what you want to hear. But if I did this, then I'd be dishonoring you by allowing you to stay stuck in your never-ending loop of self-loathing. Listen, if you want to break free of this curse, you need to be pushed. All of us have a story, and it's important not to waste too much time on it. Move forward. Eliminate your excuses. Sever your self-inflicted suffering. Realize your thoughts are just thoughts, and your feelings are just feelings. It doesn't mean you have to make them your identity. Number 2. Stop thinking so much. Nothing in nature thinks as much as humans do. The grass doesn't think. It grows. A river doesn't think. It flows. The sun doesn't think. It rises. The flowers don't think. They bloom. The purpose of nature is action, ascension, and progression. And it's us humans who like to disrupt the entire process by overthinking. For instance, in the book of Genesis, when God created the heavens and the earth and all that was in it, including Adam and Eve, the Bible says, God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. Now in the last handful of years, culture has overthought the whole creation process and claims that it's not good. In fact, they tell us we've had it wrong all along. They tell us that God didn't create just male and female, but he also created thousands of other genders. This is blasphemy. It's disgusting. Diabolical. Listen to my words. God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and non-binary Steve. This is what happens when humans put too much emphasis on their thoughts. It causes deception and destruction. So stop overthinking, my friend. Remember, the mind of a man was built to be simple, straightforward, and never overcomplicated with ample thoughts. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to shut your brain off and make stupid decisions. What I'm saying is to stop storing all this energy. Instead, start putting it out. So many opportunities are missed when a man overthinks. Number 3. Be in the world, but not of it. If you are confused about your purpose as a man, be confused no longer. This is it. You must break free from the world. Yes, you live in it, but you must not take part of it. Think about all the reasons why you are insecure, frustrated, depressed, and anxious. At the root of each problem, it's usually connected to you not meeting the world's standards. You see all these rich, good-looking, successful men and think to yourself, I'm not as smart as he is, or I'm not as talented or handsome as he is. And you see him flourishing with great success and opportunities, and you get so focused on what everyone else is doing with their life, that you lose sight of what God is wanting to do with your life. Or perhaps you see these silly celebrities online and think to yourself, I want to be like that. I want big money and fast cars. I want girls dancing on me. That would be the life, and you chase these dreams that aren't really your dreams. They're just desires that were imposed on you through dopamine spiking entertainment and propaganda. And you spend countless years chasing and chasing and chasing. And whether you get it or not, either way you end up unfulfilled. Why? Because all these things are just lust of the flesh. And what exactly is lust? Lust is a desire that is never quenched. It continues to grow like a rotting fungus. So listen, my brother, there's so much freedom when you break free from these worldly things. There's so much freedom in deleting the things that most people would call normal. Like deleting Instagram, deleting OnlyFans, deleting all the degenerate songs in your gym playlist, deleting all the dirty images and videos in your phone, deleting all the hookup apps, deleting all the booty call numbers, deleting everything in your life that isn't actually propelling you forward, deleting all the things that are making you more addicted, and all the things that are imposing more desires onto you, making you crave and want more things. Listen, anything that is causing you to crave more things is of the world. This is why I follow Jesus Christ. What did he tell the woman at the well? He said, "Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst." My brother, it's time to destroy these demons. Destroy the enemy's plans that want to take you out. Destroy the things that we call normal and no big deal. Stop being ignorant, my brother. This is how the enemy works. He wants you to think sin isn't a big deal. Why? Because then you remain complacent, and you allow the poison to continuously flood through your mind. You allow the fungus to grow. So be very cautious of the music, movies, and TV shows you watch. Be careful of the holidays you celebrate. And most of all, the people you connect with. Remember, Satan's been sharpening his skills for thousands of years, and he knows exactly how to trip you up and get you frustrated. This is why you must plug out of the world and plug into Christ. Listen, this war is a spiritual war. Think about it. God created us in his image, and because Satan hates God so much, he's trying to do everything in his power to destroy that image. And what better way to destroy the image of God than to have a man chop off his dick and balls and call himself a woman? What a better way to get a man defenseless and off his guard than to have him believe Satan isn't real? Number 4, you need a tribe. Every man needs brothers to lean into. There's a quote that says, "Show me your closest friends, and I'll show you your future." Now imagine this. Imagine even if you had just one brother by your side to push you and encourage you. Imagine if you met another man and he put his arm on your shoulder and said, "I understand your pain. Now let's climb up this mountain together." How would your life begin to transform? Now imagine an entire tribe of men to uplift you. Your life will begin to make heaps and bounds. This is why I created this channel, because there is always strength in numbers. If you want to join the Brotherhood, please hit the subscribe button and notifications bell. Remember, brother, you were built to beast.